All right, guys, this is going to be fun. We're going to take a look at the new Jack Wolf Primo Jack, but we're going to look at all 5 Jack Wolf locking knife models together and a new Primo member of the pack. So let's jump right in on the Knives Fast channel. I hope you guys will enjoy this. This is Jack Wolf Knives Primo Jack Kieranite Crystal Lake, and these drop. All 6 versions of these drop on Valentine's Day. So Friday, February the 14th, 2025 at 2 p.m. Eastern Time at all the dealers and at Jack Wolf Knives, but 2 of the versions will be exclusive at Dead Wolf Knives. Here's your Primo Jack Pog with the cool artwork. Now, guys, if you know already, you've had the Little Bro Jack, and the Big Bro Jack, and now the Primo Jack. So these are brothers. This is their uncle, Uncle Primo. He's in a biker gang. He's ready to roll. Here he is. Our buddy Sean Tiffany did this awesome artwork. Primo's got his stash there, and he's got his biker jacket on. There's a really cool sticker in here. I'm not going to get that out right now, but it's from his biker gang there. Very, very cool. All right, let's move some stuff, and we will jump right in. I've got stuff everywhere on this table right now. And this is the Primo Jack. Now, this is in the Crystal Lake Kieranite, which, as I just showed you, you saw in the Little Bro Jack 2nd edition. I absolutely love this stuff. Now, you can see there's some variation in resin or any kind of material, really, these days. And you've got this beautiful polished blue Kieranite with the silver screws, and then we have the triple fluted blasted bolster, but we have a back spacer that is polished as well. Check that out. Polished clip, if I can talk, full frame, as you can see. And now this is a bolster lock. Obviously, if it was full tie, it would be a frame lock, but because it's covered by this cover, it is a bolster lock, which is really cool. It is a front flipper and can be deployed by the double-sided nail nick like so. Works really well. Actually, I will say this one is a little closer to the frame than some of them, but I just literally put the fat of my finger in there, see, and it breaks right out. No problem whatsoever. You can see you don't have to put your nail in there unless you want to, but you can. I can get my nail in there. Does drop real well, is on bearings. You can see there I was putting a little pressure on that lock bar. Front flipper sticks out pretty good, making it pretty easy even for a front flipping idiot like me. We do have a clip point S90V, and in this case, it is a machine satin with that great sharpening choil. Jack Wolf Knives, of course. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. Let's get this nice and close where you can see it. Very cool. Now, this is again, a full 4-finger knife. Nice size indeed for me. And it cuts well, as you can see. Whoops. Gosh, like I told you, I've got stuff all over my table right now. I've got to pick some of this up, but most of it is here for this video. But yeah, great thin cutter indeed, as all the Jack Wolves are. Now, it does come down to a very thin tip. Look at that. It is extremely thin, very nicely done. I mean, look at that. It is absolutely surgical and wicked. Now, 4-finger knife, it is contoured, as you can see, fills my hand really well. Jimping is back here for the front flipper, but I don't need a nice flat landing spot. You can choke up like this if you would like, and it just feels good. The clip is not really a problem for me in the grip. Works really well. Now let's get our Big Bro out, which, by the way, my favorite slip joint Jack Wolf is that Big Bro and the white bone and the polished titanium with the hand rub satin blade. And then here is the Little Bro. Now you can see size-wise, as a matter of fact, let's put them in size order here. You can see our Primo Jack is the big one, and then middle is the big bro, and then little bro is just a little bit smaller there indeed. Very, very, very cool. And let's get the slip joints out the way for a second. We'll put them back in for comparisons at the end. Lock bar access is typical of Jack Wolf. You have for these, you have a nice chamfer and you just slide across. It slides very easy. Your lock bar relief is on the inside. We are, let's give this a fair opening there. We're about 10 to 15 on the lockup. There's a little bit of bending on the blade because of how thin it is here. Not a lot. And when you're back here, there's no play whatsoever. And you can see we are dead centered and come way out to that lovely back spacer there. Clip is good. A little lighter than some of the Jack Wolfs on the tension, but not bad at all. Now you can take this off and it comes with a filler tab. Be careful of that. If you buy one, it's in a little bag inside. And these do not come with slips for those that are going to ask. Now, again, detent is really nice. Fires out of there. No problem whatsoever. All right, so let's do this. We're going to put... Oh, wait, let's do our specs, availability, and versions first. Let's do that. And then we're going to get into all 5 locking Jack Wolf models. All right. So we've got in this drop, there is black linen micarta with hand satin and all of these are going to be $350. You can get them at the dealers. There is no, there are no discount codes, but you can use my links down below and that'll help you out. There is fat carbon dark matter gold, and that is in the belt satin. There is rosewood, beautiful rosewood with the hand satin. There is this guy, and then only at Deadwood Knives, there is a smooth white bone with the belt satin and a smooth yellow bone with the belt satin, and those are both dark blasted on the bolsters. So definitely, if you want those, get in line quick because their supply is small. They've got it up there on their site. I believe it's 50 per, so 50 of the white and 50 of the yellow. So if you want a whiter yellow bone, definitely check that out. And again, these are available on the 14th at 2 p.m. Eastern for $350. As far as specs, let's just do that real quick here. It is a sleeve board pattern, and if you wonder when I say that, it basically is an old pattern that looks sort of like an ironing board, a sleeve board. Okay, that's what they call this pattern. It's got a Barlow bolster on this one, a nice long Barlow bolster, so you could call it a Barlow for sure. Okay, so it is in S90V, of course. This is 4.38 inches closed, 3.26 inch blade with a cutting edge of 2.9. The blade stock is 0.12 or 3 millimeters, nice and thin and slicey, 2.9 ounces, and heat treated 60 to 61 and made in China. Okay, here we go. We're finally going to get these out for you. We'll put this new Primo up here at the top, and then we're going to put out 2 examples of the after hours jack, which is based on the midnight jack Barlow. Okay, so there's the after hours in frost fat carbon, and then the after hours, which by the way is fairly similar to what you're going to see on the black linen Primo. Very similar, except instead of black linen, blue linen, it's black linen micarta. Then we have the Benny in this marbled carbon fiber. It is, I think it's just white and black. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's marbled carbon fiber. And then you have 2 versions of the Gunslinger in Arctic Storm, which is still awesome. And of course, the black and purple Kieranite version of the Gunslinger. And last but definitely not least, because this is my favorite, is this gorgeous guy. This is the beautiful Bionic Jack. I love this one. This is pretty much my favorite. They're all great, but there are all your Jack Wolf locking models. Okay, what do you think, guys? Which one is your favorite? The Primo is awesome, and these are available again coming up. You might be able to find some of the rest of these, like the recent after hours drop, but don't forget the Primo is actually a new model. So even though, like, for example, the Gunslinger is definitely been around, and the after hours and the Benny, but don't forget that Primo is a brand new first time locking model. So this is not a re-release. This is a first timer. And just one more time for comparison's sake, we'll sit the nephews out here. This is Primo, the uncle. And that, of course, is Big Bro. And this, of course, is Little Bro. So what do you guys think of these? I will also do the really quick comparison here to our normal comparison knives, the Ontario Rat Drop, the Ontario Rat 1, and the Ontario Rat 2. You can see it's Rat 2 size, which is a really good size, but it's a little thicker because it's rounded on the handle and definitely fits my hand like a glove. Very, very cool. Well, Ben from Jack Wolf was on my stream this week. If you didn't get a chance to see that, please go check it out, guys. Ben is fun, and I would say, and so did a bunch of members of the community, that was one of my best streams in a long, long time. It was really, really good. Ben is the best. So check it out again, dropping on Friday the 14th. Valentine's Day at 2 p.m. Eastern at all the dealers. I will have a link to the dealer list below. And definitely check it out. Thank you, guys. Give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell to all. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and stick around on the channel if you did. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.